Now, we're going to let's stick in Melbourne, actually, and talk about this trans sport debate, Justin. And Andrew Bogut's called it out, of course, and Michelle Timms, a great Australian basketballer too, has jumped on board too, just saying this is just wrong to be on the quiet, actually. Basketball Australia were doing this on the quiet, slipping a biological man into a women's basketball team.
Yeah, I really look, I hate this debate because I think it really puts trans people and sort of puts them up for mockery, which I dislike. But, I still believe that it's got to be done on a case-by-case basis, and they've got to have severe guidelines where they look at somebody and say, look, if your gender, if your birth gender is going to give you an unfair advantage, look, you just can't play. And that's kind of the end of it. Otherwise, just do away with all genders altogether when it comes to sport and just have a free-for-all. If you're good enough to play, then you're good enough to play. I just don't think we can do it that way. But I still think I don't have a problem with the case-by-case. It's just got to be fair for the people.
That's what it comes down to. Michelle Timms, I think, was supporting the transgender athlete here, which people want to do because it seems the woke and kind thing to do. But the trouble is, sure, you can treat them case by case because some transgender athletes are either not going to be that strong or even not be that good. So you're actually ending up making those ridiculous judgments about how good they're going to be at a sport or how dangerous they might be because of their size. Isn't it just better to, where sports are divided on sex grounds, you have to play whatever sex you are biologically?
Yeah, which is why we came up with the system in the first place, because it's universally recognised. Men are stronger, have bigger muscles, more lung capacity, muscle density, you name it. And Michelle Timms here is just... There's only two options. Either A, you have drunk the Kool-Aid and you genuinely believe this man is now a woman, there's no unfair advantage, it's an even kill, or you are willfully, openly advocating for what you know to be an unfair advantage, and even worse, unsafe to every other woman on that court at that time. And that's why this debate keeps coming up. It's never about a woman trying to compete in male sports, because they know they would be utterly pancaked 5 minutes into any game. It is the men who keep on encroaching into women's sport. It's completely unacceptable, and shame on Michelle Timms for coming out in support.
I agree. It just shouldn't happen. And that might be difficult for people who are trans. They have trans competitions and whatever, but it's unfortunate, right? Not everyone gets to be a great sportsman.
No, and far more women are losing out due to the feelings of a very select few. It's just that in and of itself, if we want to play the numbers game, is inherently unfair also.
So unfair.